If you're anything like me, you absolutely love the Dollar Tree. I love all the things. I'm always in there scoping things out to see what's new and what can help my life. So in today's video, I thought it'd be super fun to test out some Dollar Tree products to see if they actually work, how well they work, and share those results with you guys. So that's what we're doing today. You're in my kitchen and I'm gonna test all the things out. I've got several products here in front of me and I think this is gonna be super fun. So let's go. All right, so the first item are, and I'm gonna compare them to an existing item that I have, and most likely it came from Amazon, so that I can talk you through like if it's more beneficial for you to get it at the Dollar Tree as opposed to somewhere else, okay? So the first item are these measuring cups. So we all need a good measuring cup. As you can see, the tag is still on there because I literally just got some of these items, so I can test them out for you guys today. So these are in white, and this was the only color that I saw was available at the Dollar Tree. Not to say there aren't any other ones. And y'all, this was the last one. So I'm thinking that that's a good sign that you guys typically lean towards these when you are looking for measuring cups because they're so inexpensive. Of course, everything at the Dollar Tree is $1.25. And so for the price, yes, these are amazing and they serve their purpose. They're gonna do what you need them to do, okay? So it comes with this little loop here, so that way you can keep them all together. And they also come with several different cups. So you've got each and every one that you need. So this is the cup. And then I think this is half a cup. Why does that look like more than a half a cup, y'all? And then this is 1/3 of a cup, and then 1/4 of a cup. And then you've got your measuring like teaspoons and all of those things here as well. So you get 8 pieces. And again, for $1.25, you can't beat these. Now, I happen to love something a little more aesthetically pleasing. So of course, Amazon has got you covered if you're looking for something just a little bit more beautiful and still at a pretty decent price point. So I feel like these are gorgeous. Of course, they're all gold. So that's what we're kind of comparing them to. They have a ton of different measuring cups from Amazon, as you guys know. So you could go with a cheaper option, but you're never gonna get this cheap. You're never gonna get this cheap. And I feel like since these are white, if you put certain items in there, they might stain. But in terms of the quality of them, I do feel like they'll last a while. So these are gonna hold up. They're not these super cheap, flimsy plastic. And then also if you're a person that doesn't really use plastic products, because I know there are a lot of you out there as well, you'll definitely, these aren't gonna be the one for you. And most of these products probably aren't as well. So these are the pretty option, still functional option, but I love also how these rest inside of each other. So as you can see, when you compare the two, these don't rest so well inside of each other. So in my drawer, it's a little bit wonky. It's difficult to close the drawer sometimes. I have to remove them and like, you know, stack them in different ways. And these did come with the same amount as these. I'm showing you just these for, you know, just so you can get an idea. So you see how gorgeous these are. But they came with the same amount as the white ones, except again, these are gonna be more higher quality. So these are gonna last longer in my opinion, and they are more beautiful. They have the wood and the steel here in gold, whereas these, I feel like over time are not gonna last as long, but I do love them. And since they're so cheap, you know, replacing these will be a no-brainer. But these have lasted me for so long and I don't see ever having to replace them. They do have a little hole in the middle there. I'm assuming if you want to loop something through there, but these are going to be your best bet for just the fact that they're compact and they're easy to store and they still work fantastic because you've got all your measuring cups. So we're not going to choose one over the other in this video. I just want to show you the products that are available in the Dollar Tree. They don't have that much in the Dollar Tree in terms of kitchen products. They have mostly like spatulas and serving ware and things like that. It was hard for me to find like tools and gadgets and things like that. So this is a great option. Again, I do wish they had a couple of different colors. I probably would have preferred this in black or gray or a darker color, just because I feel like depending on what you put in these, they could stain. You know, white plastic plastic is not always the best and doesn't always hold up the best. So this is the first item on the list, y'all. This is so fun. I'm so excited about this video. This is something that I have never done on my channel. By the way, while we're talking about my channel, I hope that you'll like and comment below. It really, really helps me in the algorithm so I can keep making videos like this. And of course, I read each and every one of them. Okay, so we're moving on to the next item in the list, and we are just going in random order, you guys, just because I have a whole bunch of things out here. I haven't even shown you guys the area here, but I'm just gonna grab the next item and I'm gonna show you again compared to an Amazon item that I have that I love. Okay, so this is the next item up, and this is a spoon rest. I love a good spoon rest. I use them all the time in the kitchen to just put your tongs on or your spoon on. You can lay it right on top of here, and so that way as you're cooking, you're not making as much of a mess because you're putting the spoon or fork or whatever item you're using at that time on this. It rests here and all the mess is contained on this. So this is a really, really good quality. I was a little bit shooketh at the great quality that this is. It's like a strong, hard plastic, you guys. And I think it's the perfect size to fit a larger spoon if needed, a pair of tongs if needed. Pretty much anything is gonna fit here. And so I have the same issue as I have with the measuring cups in terms of it being white. I feel like this is gonna last a little bit longer because it's a different type of plastic. And so it may not stain as easily as the other one. I was trying to see if this is like some sort of special type of plastic, y'all, but this is called a spoon rest, okay? And so I'm gonna compare it to one that I use now from Amazon, which is this. So it's not completely a fair thing because you can set your lid in here also. By the way, all of these products that I'm mentioning, with the exception of the Dollar Tree products, are in my Amazon storefront under kitchen or tools and gadgets. One of the two, so that way if you're looking for something, you'll see it there. The Dollar Tree products, you can head over to your local Dollar Tree and you'll be able to find them. So I don't feel like this is so much of a fair fight because as you can see, you've got some grooves there for you to be able to slide your utensils in like that. And you can also put your pot lid there. So this is a little bit better in my opinion, only because it's multi-purpose and it comes in a set of two. But let's compare it to the Dollar Tree, okay? As you can see, very, very different, but serves the same purpose. So I think every kitchen should have a spoon rest. I didn't always think that this was a necessary item, but because of the amount that I cook a lot, and I tend to just rest the spoon on the counter, and then the spaghetti sauce or whatever that I'm cooking ends up on the counter. Then I have to clean the counter. So this prevents that because you're gonna literally set it in here, and then once you're done, you're gonna wash it and the counter is clean. So I love a spoon rest. I love this spoon rest. I feel like I would grab this one for sure. I think this one's a little bit more on the pricier side, although again, it is multi-function and it comes in a set of two. I do feel like for the money, $1.25, this is hands down the best option. I believe this also came in another color or may have come in two other colors, but I like the white. I think it came with black too. I almost got the black, but I don't know, I feel like white is such a classic color. I can use it as a decor piece because I feel like the design of it is beautiful too. So you could set it on your shelf and it would look good as well. So this is next up on the list. I love this. I think that you should definitely grab one of these if you're in Dollar Tree and you're in need of a way to keep your counters clean while you're cooking and have a place to set your utensils. Okay, so we are moving on and we're gonna compare these strainers here, okay? I bet you can't guess which one came from the Dollar Tree. I think you would probably say this one, right? No. This one is from the Dollar Tree. The size is a little bit bigger than this one. Now, to be fair, this did come in a set of two, okay? This is just one, but again, $1.25. So there are a couple of differences here. So as you can see, this has one part here that rests on your pot, and this has two, okay? So in terms of a difference, I do see that this one probably is a little more sturdy. In terms of the design of it, I do love that this has this little solid piece in the middle. It makes for easier gripping in my opinion. In terms of the weight, they're both pretty much the same. This one again is from Amazon. So we're basically comparing Dollar Tree to Amazon. Maybe I should title the video that way. I don't know, I was gonna title it a completely different way, but now I'm like, Amazon versus Dollar Tree. Which one wins? Something like that, right? We'll see, you'll have to stay tuned. decision. Well, you're watching it now, so you see what the name of it is. So I obviously made a decision, but both of them are very, very, very similar. I feel like you don't really need a super expensive one of these strainers or sifter. You use it to sift your flour and your confectioner sugar and all of that. I feel like this can do the job, okay? I don't use two, okay? I know sometimes it's appealing because it comes in a set of multiple and you're like, you know what, it came with two, so that's better, you know? But I never used the other one. So for me, this one is the better option, and I love that it has two spots here to rest on the pot. I feel like it's going to make for a more sturdy, although this one is a little wider, so it is still sturdy, but this one with the 2 points is going to help it to be able to lay right in your pot, and for you to be able to strain out what you need or lay it on the counter wherever you decide to strain. And so I love them both for different reasons, but I just feel like because you don't need a super elaborate strainer, this is probably the best bet, okay? But they're very similar, except this one's bigger. So this one's like right in the middle, I believe. No, actually the set of two comes with a smaller one. This one from Amazon, it came with a smaller one. So this one is larger than both of them. So that's how the handles look. I do kind of like this handle, but I love the you know, just, I don't know, sometimes I feel like my fingers slip through this when I'm trying to grip it. And this one right here is just so easy to grip, so I don't lose my bearings, okay? So strainers are a must-have in the kitchen, and this one is really, really good, especially for $1.25. Okay, we're moving right along. All right, we're next going to test apple cores. So I kind of want to like leave them here for a minute and let you decide which one came from which. Which one do you think came from the Dollar Tree? This one or this one? If you guess this one, you are right, okay? As you can see, the design is a little more simpler. This one has the grips here on the top and the bottom, or on each side, to make it easier to grip. This one does weigh a little bit more, and it just feels better. This one feels like just a $1.25 apple core. Just your simple neighborhood apple core, okay? Not that you need something elaborate when it comes to apple cores, but I don't know, I feel like I need to be able to really get in there and core that apple, okay? So some of the items in this video I was just able to show you because there's not really a test involved. But these I'm gonna show you, and there's gonna be a few other things here on the list I'm gonna actually show you so you can see the difference between the two. All right, while we're here, let's core this apple up. Now this right here is throwing me off because it's got a little bit of like a slit right there, y'all. I'm not sure what that is for. It's not broken. So let's test it out. So all you do, and I'm not gonna be able to test this one out, but just know that as I'm pressing down, this one's a greater, more, you know, a good quality in terms of just the overall quality of it. I'm not sure what these grooves are either. I don't know, but we're gonna test that one out, not this one. This one's great though, okay? So let's see how this one works out. So you just put it over the middle core part. Yeah, I'm just afraid it's gonna break, especially with that. So it's messing me up in the head because I'm like, it's gonna break, y'all. I feel like it's gonna break. I feel like if you're anything like me, sometimes you gotta do that with the apple because it's just, sometimes it's difficult. I don't know if I would get this one. If you want something that's gonna last, if you eat a lot of apples, if you need to core a lot of apples, this one, it may not hold up that well. Whereas this one, y'all don't even know how hard I've been pressing down on this to get my apples out. Because sometimes you just gotta press it really, really hard, and this one, it's just better made, and I love the sides too. So they're gonna have to step their game up with this because they should know better. I feel like they know that people press really hard to core an apple and that they're gonna need to put some pressure on it. And this little thing is gonna break in half, y'all. Especially with this here, I'm not sure what this is for because it doesn't look broken, y'all. Or maybe it is broken. I don't think so. The way that it's broken or the way that the slit is in there looks like it's on purpose. Yeah. If you just are in the market for an apple core and you're in urgent need of one, grab one. Otherwise, wait the 2, 3, 5 days on Amazon and grab you one like this. It's gonna save you. I mean, I want to say this was less than like probably $6 to $7, and this is $1.25. So in the long run, you're gonna save more in this, less of a headache, and just better quality. But this one is a good starter one. And as you see that you're eating more apples and you need to core things more, you're gonna need to upgrade this. All right, next up are these little tools here, which I love. Again, which one came from Amazon and which one came from the Dollar Tree, okay? This is so much fun. Okay, if you guessed that this one came from the Dollar Tree, you're wrong, okay? This one came from Amazon and this one came from the Dollar Tree. Now, I wish I knew that the Dollar Tree had these, and I don't know if these would exist in my household because this is so gorgeous. Look at the stainless steel on that. It's so pretty. It has the measurements there. It's got a little roll up action there. I feel like it's just so chic, okay? Because we also want tools that are pretty. Now, I do love that this has the little grip action here that helps you to really feel like you have a stable hold on it, but I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this at all. This did come in a set of 3. Okay, whereas this one's just 1, but $1.25, you can't beat it. I also love how on the back here, you've got some different instructional things that help in the kitchen, and it still also has the measurements on the top and on the side as well as the back. So I do love that about this, and I love that it comes in a set of 3, although you don't need 3, you only need 1. This is good for so many different things, like scraping things off the counter to put them in your skillet, or just lifting them to put in the skillet, chopping things. In terms of the blade on them, 2 of them, I don't know if you guys will be able to see. This one doesn't have as much of a sharp blade. This one does, the one from Amazon. So take note of that as well. But if you just need a quick little scraper that's pretty, and that's functional because it does function very well, grab this one. This one is still a good one. I believe this one's like $12 or $15 for a set of 3. 124 or 125. So you just gotta choose your battle, okay? Again, I love the grip on it. And so I'm gonna show you how these work just so you can see the difference between the 2. But I tend to lean towards this one if you're looking, or if you cook a lot and you really use this and you see the benefits in this. This one, again, is still a great tool to have in your kitchen, but this one isn't going to hold up as well as this one, I don't believe. Not that this one is flimsy, because it's a really good quality, okay? But this one, and the fact that it comes in a set of 3, and I just love the grippy part, because sometimes you just want a more stable hold, and I feel like this is what this will give you that. So let's test them. Okay, I'm really interested to see how these 2 are gonna work out, okay? Remember, Dollar Tree, Amazon, okay? They're good for stuff like this, so let's see how this one works out. Okay, they both cut it. This one did cut it a little more smoothly, if I'm honest, like butter, because it's got just a little bit of a ridge there. I'm not sure if you guys could see that, but in terms of the blade, it slants. Okay, and then remember, you can also just chop up things like this. So I feel like I have to do I have to press down a little bit harder on that, whereas this one, it's much easier. Okay, and then remember, another purpose I told you guys for this is to kind of scoop some things up, and then you'd add it to your pot. So that way you're not scooping with your hands. So there's no clear winner here. Again, I love the design of this one and all the functions, and that, it's got stuff written on the back for you to be able to reference the measuring stuff. I love the grip here. I love the slant of the blade, but this one to me is prettier, to be honest with you. So I think they both work, because at the end of the day, it's just a tool that a lot of people don't necessarily use. I do think that everybody should have one. So don't overthink it. I think they both work. Okay, y'all, this next item here, I have so many of these in my kitchen. And so I think this one from the Dollar Tree is gonna really work, okay? We have a grater. I love the fact that it has this little grip here. It's gonna help it to not slide on the counter, and it's like at an angle. So I love that about it, and I love that you have 3 different types of grating. And so that is definitely gonna replace this. I'm gonna toss this today because this is bulky. I think this is old school. I do love the handle and just being able to sit it on the counter, and then all the stuff comes out of the bottom. But this footprint is going to help me out a lot more and still has what I need. And y'all, if I'm honest, I don't really use a grater that much, but I love that it has the handle here, and I can easily just slide it in my cabinet, whereas this one takes up so much space. It does have a lot, or has all of the grating sections that you need, but they're all on different sides of it, and this one is all in one. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how these two compare. So let's put them in action. And y'all, I also have a couple of these little bitty ones. So I'm gonna donate this, and I'm gonna donate this, and I'm only gonna use that one. So the one from the Dollar Tree is going to replace my 2 graters, okay? So let me show you them in action. All right, you guys, I have to do take 2 because I didn't hit record on my camera. Okay, so we're testing this out first. So this again is the grater. And y'all, I tested it out already, so I already know I love it. Okay, so it's just your typical grater. It's very sharp, so I'm not sure how long these blades are gonna last over time, but it does grade very well. Again, I love the fact that it is so super, slim, and the design of it, I'm gonna be able to easily store it. And then also, I'm just trying to think, as I'm putting pressure down on it, how long will it last? I'm not sure. It doesn't feel super flimsy, but I do feel like over time, as you keep continuing to do this, I don't know how long it'll hold up. But this is the game changer part, y'all. And I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be used, but look, then you could just scrape away the stuff into your pile of vegetables or chopped items very easily. You could do that the front way, or you could also do it like that. I think that is the coolest thing that this one does not have. Okay, still your same typical grater, so it's gonna grate the same way, but again, we know this old school grater, right? That's how it's gonna be. All right, and you could, I guess, push it around like that if you needed to, right? But this one is just designed for that. And it's gonna be able to, you could easily scrape it in your bowl or in your pan directly. This is cool. So this is gonna replace this for me. So I love this. This is the clear winner for me. And remember I told you I had these little guys too, which work the same way, but you gotta hold them, and they were a little just hard to deal with. So I'm excited to be able to take these and donate these and keep this one and play, because this is the best one for me. So that is test number 1. This is so much fun. So we're gonna move on. Okay, y'all. So I hate when they put little film stuff on stuff and it takes forever to get it off. So this little middle part had this little blue film on it, and it took me like 2 minutes to get it off. So I don't like that. So, but it's off now. And that's what we're going to talk about next. Okay, so these are slicers. And of course, the tools I'm talking about today, I feel like everybody should have in their kitchen. So you definitely need a slicer. Okay, so this one is, I'm pretty sure this one's from Amazon. I got this one so long ago, and it is showing its wear. Okay, it's time for a new one. So that's why I went ahead and grabbed one of these. So I feel like they are both similar. I don't really see too much of a difference in them. I'm pretty sure this is probably for something, maybe a tool for some reason, not sure, but I never used it. And this one is a little bit, longer, so it's gonna take up a little more space, not too much more space, y'all. And they both have the little holes at the bottom for you to be able to hang them or whatever, however you decide to store them. And so the only thing that I would say that I really love about this one, from Amazon, by the way, because I didn't ask where each one came from, Amazon, Dollar Tree, okay, is that I love this one has the ridges here in the handle. So as you can see, it makes it easier to hold. You see that? Yeah, whereas this one doesn't have that. Okay, now the Dollar Tree, what I love about them is that they have name brand stuff. So this is from McCormick, if you're into name brands. But otherwise, I don't really see too much of a difference in them, besides the fact that this is easier, to peel. And this, not that it's not easier, but something about having those grips there, I don't know, just makes it feel better. Okay, so let's test them. Okay, here we go. Battle of the slicers, y'all. So remember Amazon and the Dollar Tree. So let's see, y'all, because I'm in the market for a new one. I'm gonna miss that grip though, because again, this one doesn't have that. So let's see. Okay, not bad, because we knew that one's gonna work. Now let's see how this one goes. Oh wow, okay, again, it's pretty new blade, so it should slice like butter, y'all. They both work. There's no difference. It's only a difference of preference in how they look and the fact that one has a handle and one doesn't have a handle. Otherwise, grab either one of them. They both work very, very well. They're both pretty much the same weight. Yeah, there's really no difference, no clear difference. So either one will work. Okay, we're getting ready to talk all things pizza slicers. Now, I didn't always have a pizza slicer in my collection, but I do use it a lot, only because I do a lot of keto stuff, and I'll do this air fryer pizza, and I need to be able to cut the pizza. Otherwise, I don't really use them, but I do make one of those pretty much every day. Okay, so which one is from Amazon and which one is from the Dollar Tree? Okay, if you guessed that this one was from the Dollar Tree, you were right. Y'all, I love this. I mean, it's significantly bigger than the one from Amazon. And the one from Amazon, I don't know, it got a little bit beat up over time. I do put this in the dishwasher. I love, though, something about the grips, y'all, because this one doesn't have the grips. It does have this little back grip right here, which helps because you're typically holding it like this. And so to be able to have that back grip, it does help. And I love that it's a bigger size, although I don't know if you necessarily need it to be too much bigger than that. I love that it's gray, so it's really aesthetically pleasing in my opinion. And it's got the little holes here for you to be able to store however you like. Came with a little cover, and I'm not sure if I would keep the cover on there, but it is made of like, you know, a cover material that you could reuse. So once you pull off the cover, it looks like you could reuse it if you wanted to. I'm just trying to figure out how to get it off. I probably wouldn't reuse it because it's made of like I don't know what type of plastic this is, y'all, but it's a different type of plastic. It's not a cheapy plastic. So you could reuse this if you wanted to. But again, I'm not gonna reuse mine because I don't see the need to. Okay, now I do feel like this blade is more sturdy, stronger and more durable, made of a better material than this one is. So I'm curious to see how well this one's gonna do, because I feel like it's just a little more flimsy than I would like for it to be. And sometimes when I'm rolling that pizza, y'all, because I'm hungry, I might put a little bit more pressure on it than I should. And I'm scared about how this one's gonna look after a few uses. Again, this one I've had for some time and it's held up. And it's very well made. So we're gonna test them both out. That's the purpose of this video, so we could see which one's gonna hold up better over time, what we believe. Now, I do love the grip. Once again, it just helps with just, you know, being able to slice a little better. This one feels good too, but we're gonna test it out and really see. Okay, so I don't have a pizza to test this on, y'all. So we're gonna test it on a tortilla because I use tortillas a lot for like chips that I fry. Okay, so we're gonna do the battle of the pizza slicers, okay? And I'm pretty sure they're gonna be very similar to each other. Let's see if we can do one slice. Okay, uh-oh, y'all. This one did not roll at all. Okay, so that could be a problem. Let's do another one. Yeah, okay, this one's not rolling. You see how it's forcing the tortilla to move because it's not rolling. Whereas this one rolls like butter. Okay, so let's see, did they both cut through? Pretty much. Yeah, they both did great. Let's try that again, y'all. Okay, remember this one, Dollar Tree, this one, Amazon. Watch. Yeah. Now, if I hold it and force it, it'll roll. But who wants to use that much force when I don't have to use that much force with this one? Okay, so in terms of functionality, they both function, but this one functions a lot better because you need it to roll. Especially, you know, if you've got a big pizza and you're trying to go fast, you don't need this thing to get caught up. And I'm not sure why the wheel is just not rolling as well as I would like for it to. In terms of the grip, it worked out so well to have the grip, but I do love this too. You know, it did help to be able to have that. And especially I needed it since it was pushing. So yeah, I think you already know the clear winner. I don't think I need to say it, but it's still a good one in terms of, you know, just having a starter pizza roller, but in the long run, this one's gonna hold up better. Okay, next, let's talk all things tongs. From looking at it, which one do you think came from Amazon and which one do you think came from the Dollar Tree? If you were holding them, you would definitely know, but you're not, so you have to visualize it. Okay, so I think you probably guessed this one came from Amazon, which you are correct. So I love them. I don't love them both. Let me backtrack. This one's okay. This one's just okay. And this one is great. I'm gonna tell you why. This quality is definitely better. This came in a set of a bunch of different tongs. But this one, it just feels better. It's more sturdy, it looks better. This one feels like just a cheapy little pair of tongs that is not gonna last you for that long, okay? Also, I had to fumble around a little bit with this little piece here at the bottom to be able to get it to open and close correctly. I mean, I feel like it's a good pair of tongs if you just are on a budget and you just need a pair of tongs that's gonna just serve its purpose. They look gorgeous with the stainless steel and the black. So I'm not mad at the look of it. It's just that these are definitely cheaper than these. They just are. And I love this little silicone piece on the side there, the silicone at the top. This does have like a plastic. I don't think that's a silicone. This is like a plastic here. And so although it's beautiful and it's great for just a few uses maybe, I just feel like over time it's going to break down. So as you can see, this is just a little, I don't know, it's not consistent. It's not consistent and I need it to be consistent. Okay, whereas this, even with the beautiful silicone there at the bottom, you press it in, they open, you pull it and it closes. Okay, so this one's great. Not knocking it. I'm saying if you need tongs, these are not bad. But these are much better from Amazon. So these definitely win. I don't need to test them out. I think I showed them to you well enough, but that's kind of how they look. So, all right, moving on. All right, of course, in every kitchen, you need a chopping board. Found this one at the Dollar Tree because I know you're gonna guess it because you're gonna see this one and you're gonna say that's definitely from Amazon. And y'all know I'm extra. So that has a little marble on it. So it's super gorgeous, very heavy. And so it's not a complete fair comparison because this is wood and marble like, because I'm sure that's not marble. And just overall better looking. And this one is just a plastic cutting mat, but I do feel like everybody needs one. So if you're on a budget, grab one of these. The only thing about, well, I guess any cutting board is that you have to clean it, especially if you're doing like chicken or anything like that. I would make sure that you sanitize your cutting boards. That's an important step in the process, regardless of which cutting board you have. I do love that it has this little embellishments on the side there. Okay, and I think it's a great cutting board. So we're gonna put it to use and we're gonna see how it looks after our first chop. All right, let's go ahead and test out these cutting boards because I want to show you some other things and we're going to need to test out the cutting board too. Now, this cutting board is my baby. This has lasted me for so long. Again, it's super gorgeous. I love it. And this one is just your typical plastic situation, which I'm not mad at it. You know, it's just going to serve its purpose. But, you know, it just depends on what you're looking for. If you're just looking for something inexpensive, I definitely think that this one is the way to go. But if you want something a little more aesthetically pleasing that you can keep out on your counter, still functions great, and you're looking for that wood look, of course, something like this would be better. Okay, so this is a clear winner for me, of course, but we're not choosing. I'm just showing you the difference. I think they both work, okay? Okay, and then remember we tested the cutting board also, and the cutting board worked so well. Again, it's super flimsy. But it's a $1.25 cutting board. And in terms of the cuts, I do see them there. So, but they don't look bad. So I think this is a great starter option. All right, you guys, so I got a couple of knives that I'm really, really excited to test out. I love a good knife. So I've never used Dollar Tree knives before, so I'm really interested in how this is gonna work out. So I got that knife, and this is the 7-inch Sentoku knife. Yeah, and then these are paring knives, I believe. Stainless steel. Yeah, these are just little small knives to cut little things up. So we're gonna test both of these out and we're gonna compare, and we're gonna compare these to our favorite knives from Amazon. Y'all, I talk about these a lot because they're super inexpensive and I love that they're white. Okay, so we're gonna compare them to these. Not sure how fair it's gonna be, but we're gonna test them both out. Now, in terms of weight, this feels like a good weight. It doesn't feel super cheap. It does have a little hole there at the top for storing. These do not. And so we're just gonna test them out and we're gonna see which one's gonna work out best. I do also have this one, so that way we can kind of compare stainless steel to stainless steel. This is from Amazon as well, came in a set. So we're gonna test all of these out and we're gonna see which one is best. Because I'm so excited to test these out. So remember, these are from Amazon. Let me put them on the Amazon side. We got a stainless steel knife and then we got my favorite white knives as well. These are so cool and they work so well. And then we're gonna compare it to this Sentoku knife. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Okay, and again, I don't feel like it's like a super bad quality. I don't. And then I've got these paring knives also, so we want to test those out as well. just to see. And I only need to pull one out because again, this paring knife comes for $1.25 in a set of 4. And again, they're not super lightweight or super heavy. They don't feel like they're from the dollar store, but they don't feel as good as like these knives and even this one. Okay, so let's test out one of these just to see how well it cuts, y'all. And this is good for like little items, even items like this. Okay, now it is a new knife, just to be fair. So it's going to always cut out better, you know, work out better, I believe, on the front end when it's new. But that cuts really, really well. I'm pretty shocked at how well it cuts. Oh my gosh, this one does too, y'all. Okay. Again, I'm not sure how well these are going to hold up over time. These I've had for some time and they've been holding up so well. Like I'm obsessed with these, and they were on sale at some point for like $14.99, something crazy. So you guys were like asking, you know, I had a lot of people in Instagram ask me where I got these from, Amazon. And I'm going to try to link everything below, you guys, if I can remember. If not, then they are in my Amazon storefront. Okay, so paring knife to paring knife, they're probably going to work very similar to each other. Oh, I do feel like that chop was more crisp. This one I kind of had to like shimmy it, you know what I mean? So I don't know, just for the design of it and, you know, just for the bulk of it, because I do feel like it's better in terms of, it just feels more substantial. This one feels just very like, you know, your typical paring knife, but not flimsy, but definitely cheaper than this one. So I love them both. I think this is a great starter one, but as you start to cook a little bit more, you're gonna want to upgrade to something like that. Okay, and then in terms of these two knives, this one works very well. And the chopping board also is something that we'll want to look into. And I do see some grooves in there, and that's typical. But we want it to hold up as long as we can, and we don't want it to look so bad. This knife is like butter, y'all. But I know my baby knife is too. Yes, this knife is like so good. So they're very similar. You could definitely get away with that one. And it's pretty much going to work the same as this one. And then once you want to upgrade to something more, you know, more, then I would definitely go for something like this. And then even this knife is a great knife as well. And this is full stainless steel, so this is a great quality. I believe this came in a set also. So they both work. They both work. I'm not, you know, I would only choose one over the other based on preference, the look of it, and how long it may hold up. Because these, again, I've had for several, this one in particular, a few years. This maybe within the last 1 to 2 years, and they're still great quality, okay? But these are awesome too. So they both work. So just choose based on, I mean, whatever criteria, you know, looks, or because they both pretty much function the same. Okay, so I saved the most exciting for me for last because I really wanted to try this. I've never seen this before, but it is called an avocado cutter or something like that, like an avocado slicer. I can't recall the exact name and I threw the packaging away, but it comes with this little tool here at the bottom, which you're supposed to be able to easily slice the avocado. And then this little space here at the top is supposed to be able to make it to where you can easily scoop out the avocado. So we're gonna test it. I have an avocado that I'm hoping is ripe enough to really test this, because this was what I was most excited about testing from the Dollar Tree, because again, I've never seen this before. So I'm really interested because I'm always struggling with my avocados. And so I just happened to see this and I was like, let's test that. So let's head over to our testing area and let's test this out. All right, y'all, I saved my most fun test for last, and we're gonna see how this works, okay? So I'm gonna use one of the paring knives just to get me started. And we're gonna see how this works out because I'm not sure if the avocado is ripe enough to test, but I'm excited nonetheless. Okay, so this is supposed to work, they say, which I'm not sure if I believe, to get the core out, okay? So, okay, when it's ripe, it is gonna easily pretty much come out anyways, and usually I take a knife and I just do like that and I pull it out. Okay, so that did work technically to pull it out. And then you're supposed to use it and slice the avocado. Now, I'm not sure why this has grooves in it, or lines right here. You know, I was thinking because you can, you know, do like this in the avocado and it'll come out already sliced, but they say to slice it like that first and then use this to take the avocado out. So maybe crossways, it'll give you cubed avocado. I don't know, y'all. So let's just test it out and see. So according to what I saw, this is supposed to slice it. Okay, whereas normally you would use a knife to slice it, so that's the elimination of one tool, and then you would use a spoon to grab out the avocado, okay, or at least that's what I would typically do. Okay, so let's see, and I am not sure if I'm doing this right, y'all, but y'all, okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I wish it was a little more graceful, or maybe I was a little more graceful. I do think that it worked. And again, this is just one tool instead of two. So you would typically, again, I don't know, maybe I don't eat a ton of avocado, but I do eat a lot on keto for right now. And then I suppose you could do like that if you want. I just feel like it's down to one tool versus two. You know what I mean? So I was gonna say that, all that to say is that I could be cutting and slicing avocado all wrong. I mean, who knows? I'm sure somebody will come in the comments and tell me about myself if I am. But I do love the fact that you can, and you probably can go the other way too if you wanted to, but I just thought that this is the way that it's supposed to be used, just to get that chopped look, you know? So let's do that same thing again. And I don't feel like I'm missing any avocado. I feel like I'm pretty much getting it all out. It's just that it may not be coming out as graceful. But as you can see, it's coming all out. I think that this is definitely worth the buy, because I feel like as you get more familiar with how to use it, and I know this is gonna be a process that is not gonna be so fun, depending on how ripe the avocado is, pushing the avocado pieces out, but it wasn't as bad. But I do feel like as you get more familiar with using this, you're gonna find that it's a useful tool. I definitely would buy this again. Okay, and then again, you got all this little piece on the back, a little knife piece here that you can use to chop up the avocado if need be. But it pretty much got all the avocado out, y'all, as you can see. So I definitely think that this was worth the buy. So I'm curious to see how well it will wash. But yeah, I'm really excited to use this because again, I am eating a lot of avocado right now in my life, okay? All right, and then it just tucks up underneath there. And it's easy to store because it's not a super huge tool. Yeah, I really love, this is my favorite of all. I was most excited about this, but everything else worked really well. There's not really one of the items that I would say not to necessarily purchase from the Dollar Tree, with the exception of this tool, because it doesn't roll, which is very interesting. Otherwise, I think everything else worked really good. So kudos to the Dollar Tree, okay? So if you're looking for your next kitchen item, definitely head on over to Dollar Tree and you will find something that you can use in your kitchen. All right, you guys, that was such a fun video. I love videos like that. I told you I'm gonna be doing more home-related content, really showing you my life at home, and in hopes that I can share some tips and tricks that may help you guys. So we'll be doing lots of more exciting content, so stay tuned. Also, you guys, I don't need another tool in my kitchen, okay? Some of the tools that I showed here are pretty much brand new. So comment below, let me know if you feel like these are some items that you want, with the exception of this, because we keeping this, and maybe one other thing, and I will send them to you. One person, comment below and let me know, and I'll send you all of these tools that I use today that I don't need, because we are a tool girl for sure in the kitchen, and we don't need another piece of clutter, okay? So we want to give it away. All right, thank you guys so much for watching today. Comment below, let me know what your thoughts are on this video. Again, it really helps me in the algorithm, so that way I can keep producing content like this that hopefully you will enjoy. So hopefully you'll give me a like and you will comment, and of course I want you to subscribe to my channel here and come back by and watch another video, in which case I'll see you then.